Hello, everybody. It looks like we're live. All right, that is some good news. Okay. All right. Yes. So it looks like we are live. Um, Thanks everybody for joining me. We're gonna do sit and be fit class today. This is our last live class of the day. We will still have tons of live fitness classes for you next week, and hopefully even more additional content. All right. We already mentioned that tomorrow we'll have two different documentaries, one at 9 a.m. and one at 2 p.m. Okay, so there's some good documentaries. And we will have a recorded exercise class at 10:30 a.m. So some good opportunities for you to join the channel and join in with the community and check out some good positive stuff that even though we're stuck at home, we're not, wallowing in our own self-pity. We're doing good stuff. All right. So Sunday we'll have some really good spiritual stuff on there for you. All right. Like I said, we're going to do sit and be fit here today. So we're going to start with our neck rolls, warming up. Sit and be fit is one of our seated exercise classes, a little bit more challenging than our basic seated exercise class, but a little bit less challenging than our core chore class that is reverse directions. That is our most challenging seated class. Okay, now shoulder shrugs up and back. So our Sit and Be Fit class is normally taught by Jill. She is out staying with her family during this point, so I'm covering for her till she comes back. So hopefully when she comes back, she'll be able to do some live classes too. And maybe when she comes back, we'll be back to live classes and we won't be doing all the videos. But I think even when let's go ahead and go forward with our shoulders. I think even when we come back to normal, where we can meet in groups, I think that we will be doing broadcasting a lot of those group activities live as well. So people who just don't feel like coming down are able to get in and get exercise. And I've heard some really good feedback from people who are not big on joining group activities, but want to have the different live fitness options. So it's good option for you. All right. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to do little figure eights. Important range of motion exercise for the shoulders here. It's good. And go backwards. I like to envision a roller coaster when I'm doing this. I love roller coasters. Well, can't remember the last time I was on one though. My son's just a little too young. I mean, we went to Legoland for his birthday 2 years ago. And he can ride most of the rides there, but they're not great roller coasters. He loves roller coasters. He's just too short. He couldn't ride them because he was too short. So I'm waiting until he gets to that point where he is tall enough, go ahead and switch to ride all the most intense ones because I'll ride anything. I'll ride 150 mile per hour, no seatbelt, fly up in the air thing. I don't care. I want it. The more deadly it feels, the better it is for me. I like my extreme stuff. I like to get my blood rushing. So I'm a very big roller coaster fan. I've been to some of the fastest ones. Go ahead and reverse. I've been to Cedar Point. I think they have the third fastest roller coaster in the world. It was 126 miles an hour. At least it was maybe the third fastest at the time I was there. It's just straight up, straight down, and it doesn't have a bar, it just has seat belts too, so it's pretty awesome. That one was pretty intense, pretty fast. I think they have like 8 roller coasters that have different rankings in the world. That we also went on like the longest wooden roller coaster in the world. It's like 5 minutes or something. I don't know. Good. All right, take your right hand, put it behind your back. Good. And dip your left ear to your left shoulder. So Actually, the best coaster that I ever rode was in Kings Island in Cincinnati, and it was a not like a well-known one, but it was some dragon one or something. It went pretty fast. I think it went like 80 miles an hour. But the best part about it was you were just on a seat, all right, and then it just had a seatbelt, but there was no back to the seat, and there was no front to the seat. So when you're flying all around, you're just strapped down to that seat. Go ahead and put your left hand behind your back and then right ear to right shoulder. You're strapped to that seat, but there's nothing else. So you feel like you're flying. It's pretty, that one was the best roller coaster overall, regardless of speed. It was the one that you felt the most like, the most freedom as far as flight and speed and things like that. So I know that Busch Gardens has gotten a few new ones since I've been there most recently. So I'm hoping to get back there again, especially when my son is old enough to ride those rides. Good work, good work, good work. All right, let's take our right arm and we're going to go up. Good, now let's go out. I don't know if anybody on here was with me earlier, but I've been yawning all day and I got great sleep and I don't feel tired. So I don't know what's going on with that. Just how it is. I think a lot of it's the loneliness. You know, I'm in the same room all by myself most of the day. Here, go ahead and take it in here. Here, take it out and in, out and in. I mean, I can go speak with my employees if I need to, but my coworkers. But I mean, I'm really trying hard to keep that social distancing in place. So I try and stay, you know, in my office, planning things, emailing as much as I can, and you know, getting the studio ready for all of the different activities that we have here. Good, and we're going to chop out and back. So we are working hard to communicate on some good activities and things like that. But we're really still in the catch-up mode, planning for 3 to 5 live sessions a day. There's a decent amount of work that goes on in the back end that we don't see. Okay, and so now you're out, and we're going to twist. Keep it out and twist. So setting it up, setting all the schedules up, all the links. There's a lot that goes into it. So it's just hard for me to get caught up to where I'm ahead at any point. And that's how it is. Good. Take a break. That's how it is for all of our employees. Let's do a left arm now. All of our employees are in the same boat. We're all working, trying to catch up to the new requirements all the time by the CDC and all those things. So but we're doing a good job. We have a great group here, so we're doing as good a job as anybody. And I work at the Shores too, and they have a great group there. So I know 2 communities are doing a great job. Good, let's punch out. My son's birthday is April 17th. I'm very sad about that. Because I'm worried that we're going to have some of these restrictions in place and won't even be able to see a movie with him or anything. So I'm going to have to put it on the back burner, I guess. Here you go, up and out. So it is jeans day today, but I had to switch into my sweats for Happy Hearts. And I just didn't get back to the jeans. It's just I had too much going on, or I chop out. Just didn't even have time to change back into them. So sweats it is for me the rest of the day here, which is better for the exercise portion, realistically. Got to be able to move around, you know. Okay, let's turn and twist. Really trying to open up the inside of that arm. Good, relax. Whew. My arms are burning, so I can only assume that everybody else's are burning there. Good work. All right, take the hands and cup them around here. So now you're stretching out those shoulders. Good work. All right, let's take the right arm, put it behind the back, and push down on that elbow. Switch arms. Good work. All right, let's work on the hands now. So for anybody who hasn't heard, we had to update the schedule a little bit. At 10:30 this morning, I was supposed to be playing a Ancient Civilizations presentation on channel 732. However, and go back the other way. However, I wasn't able to get it fully downloaded to the channel until about noon. So it is up now, and it will play on this channel at 2 o'clock. So 15 minutes after we finish here. All right, we're really trying to warm them up here. Good, take them and let's flip them. So it's a presentation that I gave at the beginning of this month when we were still giving presentations, all right? And it's a really good presentation about lost civilizations and just a lot of questions about history, right? So go ahead and bring your, oh, let's do fingers first. Let's do fingers here. So there's a lot of things out there in the world that we don't understand. History has not, it's not fully written. So a lot of there are very interesting civilizations that you'll learn about. So if you just stay tuned at 2 o'clock from 2 to 2:30, you will get that presentation. Fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers. Good. Now let's go ahead and bring your hands together. We're going to try to bring those elbows up. Keep the palms together, the Westminster palms. Thinking about making homemade pizza tonight. Haven't made a homemade pizza in a long time. Like making the dough homemade, making the pizza sauce homemade, all that stuff. Yeah, that is. I used to work at a lot of pizza places, so I've kind of gone through some of my history of my jobs, and I told everybody about my first newspaper job, delivered newspapers. But the pizza jobs, I have worked at 5 different pizza places, I believe. I'm 32, and since I was my first one, I was 17, maybe 17. So 5 different pizza places in that span, and okay, just stretch them out a little bit. Now let's bring the fingers interlaced just like that. Okay, good. Now separate them and put the other hand on top. So one of the best jobs I ever had was a pizza place. It was a health food pizza place. It was crazy, crazy, crazy awesome place. When I was at University of Iowa in Iowa City, we had tofu pizzas, we had fruit pizzas. I mean, we had regular pizzas too. Our sausage was the best sausage pizza you could find. Still to this day, I haven't found a sausage like that. Had a lot of fennel in it. It was good. I might make some fennel-based sausage, spicy Italian sausage tonight. That's what sounds real good. So that might be happening at my house. So maybe I will. I'll take some pictures for you guys, and I'll bring in a food diary to the workouts on Monday. So maybe not the best thing to bring for workouts, but what are you going to do? All right, let's do circles with our feet here. You can incorporate a lot of good stuff into a homemade pizza, right? So you make the tomato sauce yourself, make them with some good fresh tomatoes, some good fresh herbs that are healthy. Good. Go back the other way. You have good roasted garlic that's fresh. Garlic's great for you, antibacterial. I ate roasted garlic cloves just a couple days ago. Just put oil and garlic in the onion, and then eat the whole clove, right? Okay. First, let's draw a tic-tac-toe game, okay? So we're going to draw a little hashtag sign there, and then put your X's and put your circles on there. And, there's a cat's eye. What can I say? I'm just as smart as both sides of me. Let's circle the other way, the other foot here. So, yeah, you can put healthy stuff on there. You can put spinach on there. I like putting spinach on my pizza. Obviously, it's not the greatest thing to be putting cheese on there, but what are you going to do? You got to have a little bit in there. If you have a whole grain pizza, I would definitely do whole grains tonight. I'll make that out of whole grain dough. You can make gluten-free. I've made the cauliflower pizzas before. Those are always good. It takes a lot of patience because you really got to dry out that crust before you cook it. All right, so now I want you to draw a Superman symbol, right? So you got that line up top and that angle. It's like a diamond, right? Basically, kind of a diamond, but it's got 5 sides. And then you got the S in the middle, right? Everybody knows the Superman symbol. Okay, good job. Okay, let's alternate your feet here. Up on the toe, down, up on the toe, and the other one. Back and forth. Like you're creeping through the house to get some cookies when your mama didn't want you to. Right? It's the middle of the night. She just made chocolate chip cookies. Got to creep. Thing is, when I was a kid, I would make chocolate chip cookies, not my mom. My mom was busy a lot. Go ahead and take your feet. She was a single mom, worked at a lot of jobs. So she was, she worked from home. She was an accountant, but she was always on the computer. So I made dinner for my brother and my sister every night for about 10 years. And I also made dessert because I was a 10-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? So made chocolate chip pancakes or not chocolate chip cookies, brownies, chocolate cake, something else. We always had something chocolate every night. So I didn't have to sneak through the house too much. Don't do that anymore. So we're just bringing these feet together here to look at each other. This is a painful one for me. I have some tightness on the left outside part of my ankle. Good. Okay, let's push your feet away here. And bring them back towards you. So yeah, I've been a pizza delivery driver. I've been a pizza cook. I've been a server at a pizza place. Okay, now we're going to tuck them in underneath and then extend them out away, right? Tuck them underneath. So I've done everything there is to do at a pizza place. Yep. So when I was the one in Iowa City, I was a delivery driver most of the time. I was a cook for a few months. But I was a delivery driver most of the time, and I love that job, man. It was a perfect college job. Made a lot of money, a lot of cash, dictated my own schedule pretty well. Worked hard. I did work hard. Got free pizza whenever I wanted. That is just the best part of it. I mean, even when you weren't on the clock, if you wanted to go in, we were pizza by the slice place. So the old slices were always out there just sitting. So if you needed anything to eat, you just go get it. Good. All right. You can kind of come to the edge of your chair here. We're going to squeeze our legs in together. You're going to be holding them, kind of holding them out with your hands, so you're kind of going against that pressure. All right. There was one summer where I didn't have very much money at all, and I ate pizza about 2 times a day for about 60, 70 days. The good thing was we had a lot of variety. I had fruit pizzas, I had veggie pizzas, I had Thai peanut pizzas, barbecue chicken pizzas, things like that. So there was enough variety. It made me happy. But that summer I didn't have a lot of money, so I ate all the free pizza I could take. Okay, now you're gonna push your legs out, and then bring them back together. Fight, fight, fight. Use your hands as a little bit of resistance here. All right, let's march. Okay, now let's take our right knee and tuck it back in and stretch it out. Good, now cross it. Just kind of drive it away gently there. Good. Now bring it across to the opposite shoulder and look over the leg that you have up. So look over, for me, it's to the right. And kind of feel that stretch on the outer part of your thigh, into your butt, your glute. Okay, good. Let's do the opposite leg here. Drive it in towards your chest. Hold it. Stretch through the hip. Good. Now cross the leg and gently just push it away. Now bring it across to the opposite shoulder and look over. Good job. All right. So now we're going to take your right leg across your left leg, and you're going to turn and twist to your right, and we're going to hold that stretch. Good. Come back to center. Switch. Take your left foot over your right foot and turn and twist to your left and hold that stretch. Good. All right. Take your left hand, reach down towards the ground, your right hand overhead, and really try and feel that stretch down the right side of your body. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. Feel a big, long stretch down the left side of your body. Good, good, good. Excuse me. All right, we're going to tuck our chin in towards our legs, trying to reach towards our toes. Hold back. All right, come on up. Good job, everybody. Well, thank you for getting through a week of this, full week of our programming. So we'll have a full week next week, like I mentioned. Most of the classes will be at their normal times. So it's not at their normal times that you would have had them live, so it's not too much of a disruption. And if there's any additional content that you have any ideas about, you can always email me, call Andy, and talk to us and see if we can't get it put up. Like I said, we are coming up with some ideas about good stuff. I got a good thought process on that, and hopefully next week we'll be rolling out some of that. So enjoy the weekend, enjoy the Ancient Civilizations programming at 2 today, and then tomorrow you have a couple great documentaries that we put on the channel, and some exercise during the middle of the day. So enjoy your weekend. Everybody stay safe. I will see you in the future. Thanks. Bye.